Good morning, everybody on Mountain Crawlers. I hope you're having a wonderful October. It's almost Halloween here, and we're just plugging away at the shop. Keep on working, right? So we've got this Jeep back. The bumper needs more added on. He wants some more done to it. He loves the work I've done so far, but we're gonna make it even better. So stay tuned. We're gonna make this thing look awesome. All right, guys, today we're gonna be taking some more DOM tubing like this one right here and adding some side supports to this hoop on either side. I think that'll look very cool, and it'll also make this hoop even stronger. That way, if he were to hit a deer or anything, he would most likely be all right. It just depends on the speed, of course, and where you hit the deer, but that'll definitely protect his grill and radiator, so he can probably get home if he were to do that. Now, an elk might be a different story. So, yeah, we're gonna make this hoop a little bit stronger. And then we're also going to add these trail gear light bar mounts to the hoop right here. And then he wants the light bar mounted underneath like this. This is just an Amazon Nightlight light bar. I mean, for a cheap light bar, they're pretty good. As you can see, he is cut right here on the bumper, and that's because he bought a Badland Apex winch. And you actually have to clearance the bumper right here to fit the winch in. And it looks like he did a great job at that. So let's get this thing finished for him. We're also gonna paint it too with my go-to paint, Rust-Oleum Custom Lacquer. It's basically a bed liner, and this stuff sticks, man. It's good stuff. If you want a textured finish on your bumper that's super durable, I recommend this stuff. It's about 11 bucks a can at Walmart. You can find it in your automotive section. And it's great stuff. I'll leave a link in the description for it too. But everything on my Jeep that is armor-wise is painted with this stuff. It's great. Only time it gets knocked off if I slam it on rocks, of course. Guys, also, if you have not seen the first video on how I built this bumper, I will leave a link in the description for that. And you guys can build this bumper too yourself. It's pretty easy, and I have a full tutorial on how to do it. We are going to be bending and notching some tubing to fit the hoop properly. So I took some time and hand notched these pieces of tubing. They're not perfect, but I think they'll work pretty good. They'll weld up pretty good. And I think this makes the bumper look even more stout. Let me know what you guys think on that. If it looks good, I think it looks great. So we're gonna probably tack them up, and then I'll tack the light bar mounts up, pull the bumper off, finish weld it all, and get this bumper painted. Got these all tacked up. I went ahead and put some tape over the light bars so we don't risk getting any slag on the lens, and I just loosely mounted the tabs, and we're gonna fit this thing up and tack the tabs on, then take the light bar off and finish weld everything. Okay guys, she is all tacked up and looking great. I love that look. Alright guys, so before we paint the bumper, one more important thing to do. When I do these hoops, I like to be able to hide the wire inside them. It's just a much cleaner look than zip tying or putting Christmas tree clips in the tube itself. I hide the wire in the tube. So here's what I've done. I've made a pre-made wiring harness, just red and a black for the light bar. And then in the middle, there is some shielding. And then it's all taped up nicely too. So this should live permanently in this tube unless he melts the wire, which if it's properly fused, it never will. So we're going to throw this in these holes you saw me drill just a minute ago. And then I didn't have any grommets that fit this tubing properly, so what I actually did is I made shift some grommets out of some tire valve stems. They should work pretty well. So let's get this put in here. I'm also going to seal it off with some silicone once it's in, and then we can just paint right over it, and that paint will seal it even more. Just like that, we have two ends of wire coming out of the hoop. It looks nice and clean. You won't be able to see this at all from the front. We'll probably shorten this up when we attach to the light bar, probably put connectors so you can take the light bar off individually. And then another connector down here so you can take it off from the Jeep too. And this will just live with the bumper for the rest of its life. But once we get that silicone on, we can go ahead and paint this thing and throw it back on the Jeep. Okay, so I've got the bumper all cleaned up. We're ready to paint this thing. I'm gonna get some paint on it and then go watch the Diamondbacks in the World Series while I let this thing dry. So, let's have at it. Okay guys, I'm back from the game. Thankfully the Diamondbacks won, so we're staying alive in the World Series. This was game 2. I'm sure when this video will be posted, the World Series might even be over by then. Good job tonight guys. We'll get you on the next game. So the bumper's all dry. It dries super fast. I mean, I can scratch this stuff. I'm sure if you hit it hard, you might chip it because it's got a cure, but it is good enough to mount. I'm gonna touch up this corner here. I had to grind it back down and repaint it. It kind of splotched up right here the first try. So I'm gonna touch it up once it's on the Jeep and just get it to match the rest of it. It's a little more glossy in this corner than the rest of the bumper. So we should touch it up and it should look pretty good, but let's get it thrown on the Jeep now. All right, guys, bumper is on. Light bar's even on. He's gonna throw the winch on himself and I think wire up the light bar himself. Everything's there for him to wire it up easily though. So basically we got this corner touched up, got it looking a lot better, touched up any scuffs from trying to install it. And yeah, tomorrow we're gonna go get a few shots of it in the daylight. And that's about it. This bumper is looking mint though, in my opinion. I mean, for a do-it-yourself bumper, adding your own touches to it like this gives it such a unique look, and it kind of makes it how you want it. So if you guys, like I said, if you guys want to build this bumper yourself, I will leave a link in the description for the first video on how to build the base of the bumper, and I even did the middle hoop in the first video. And then if you want to add more, you can do like I did and add more. I have decided now that I will be doing this to my Jeep's bumper too. I really like this look. So let's check it out in the morning, see what it looks like in the daylight, and we'll end the video there. All right, guys, we're out here taking some photos of it in the daylight, and this bumper looks amazing. I'm pretty proud of myself. That was a fun build. Can't wait to do another one. I'm definitely doing this to my bumper now. But if you guys like this bumper, just know even you can build it yourself. If you watch my first video, like I said, you can see how to build the base of it, and then the rest is use your creativity. But I'd like to thank you all for watching, and if you like this video, please like the video, drop a comment, even subscribe if you want, and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you guys for watching. You have a wonderful day. We'll catch you later.